And so you view checkout, and here we have our reservation for today. Then you click the settings button on the right, go to the left and hit checkout. Now this is the general information page, first page, and on this first page the dockhand does all of the work. And so you type in your name as dockmaster, and then you copy their cell phone number and ask the member, is the 6213 number still good for you? And if they confirm that, then you can just copy that and we'll use that later on. Adults on board are the adults and children total. Children on board are those 12 and under. They ask them what time they may return or what time we can expect y'all back. All of the following questions you're going to want to integrate into a casual conversation with the member to heighten our customer service experience. And then if they stay in the southern end of the lake in the big pond, we call that local. And in the morning, you're going to ask your dockmaster the weather conditions for the day and the vessel restrictions, if there are any. And right now, the lake is just down a little bit, and so we're going to put low lake. The designated skipper is usually the captain of the vessel and the member that's doing the checkout with you. Their lookout will just be their number 2 or the wife or the husband of the member you're talking to. And then now we're going to get the starting engine hours and starting fuel meter. You're going to want to confirm the starting fuel meter with the member and just ask them to be like, hey, is this number good for you? The 220, is that what you see? And then click it to continue. And then from here, you're going to hand it off to the member. And these are the accept and agrees. This one is just them taking responsibility for the boat. They have to accept all of these before moving on to the next page. This next one is taking responsibility for damage and acknowledging their liability for that. This one is no drinking and driving. Now this is a list of all the safety equipment on board, and you're going to, as a dockhand, be available to the member if they have trouble finding these or identifying them, or if they have questions about the condition that they are in. Be available to point those out and note on the item discrepancy at the bottom of this page if there's any problem. And if there's anything missing on board, you should find that in your pre-launch inspection. But if not, make a dockmaster aware and then have him fix that before launching the vessel. And then now we're going to use that phone number we copied earlier. And so in the item discrepancy box, we're going to paste that. And if you happen to forget to do that in the beginning, no problem. Just ask the member. Last thing I need is just a phone number. And so now we're going to finalize our reservation. And this is the same list that you used on the checkout. We're going to use that same list on your check-in. And then again, you're just going to look for all of the safety equipment and all the items listed here and make sure they're in operational order and on board the vessel. Now here's an item discrepancy box. If anything's wrong with the boat or something's missing, make a note of it in this box, and you can just tap on it and a keyboard will pop up. And so for this example, we're using a scratch on the side of the boat. Now here's a work order needed. These are just standard things that break, and if this is not, if the thing that broke is not on this list, then just note that in the discrepancies. Now this is the page where you put in all of the numbers again. And so you look for the same gauges and put in the ending engine hours and the ending fuel meter number. And the gallons to the right of the screen will be computed by the numbers that you used before and the ones you're putting in now. Cost of gallons vary, so just double check with your dockmaster before entering. Right now it's $4.50. And then write your name again on the check-in. And then generate totals, and it will populate that down there, the costs and the number of gallons used. Those are both automated, and the computer does that work for you. So now I moved over to the QuickPay app, and you're going to hit Transactions and then Sale. and then type in the amount owed. That will be showed in the costs. And again, that's automated. You're not going to put that number in. For this example, we're going to use 1 cent. And then you hit pay, and this screen's right here shows you how to pay for it. And we're always going to put the dip in first. Try that first. If it doesn't work, then you can swipe, and it'll show when it connects, dip when ready. And so now we're good to go. But right now this transaction got an error, and so we're going to try again, hit dip again. So it connected this time, and now we're going to flip the iPad over, which you can't see, but there's a swiper on the back, and you dip that in there. Now this is the tip page, and this gives you the option of leaving a tip or not. Right here you can put 30 or custom, and you just type in what you want to put. And so at this point you're always going to hand it over to the member and have them confirm the number owed on the top right, and then they can see if they want a tip or not, and then on the very bottom there's a submit form or submit button, and you hit that to continue to the next page. And right here it says sale approved, and so now they're going to sign their name on top of this map. And now you just hit that green arrow, and if they ask for a receipt, you can hit that orange one in the middle. And so now we're going to go back to the reservation system and scroll down and click if paid. So member has paid, that's highlighted, and then complete checkout. Don't ever do that until the member's paid, and always remember to go back and click that button before completing the checkout.